1v1. Wow, that glad is just stacked. The amount of leech. So much life leech. That's just fucking retarded. That's just fucking retarded. Oh, I'm dead. Just getting torched. Just finish this quest.
是时候将爱洒满花园。
侵入？是卡尔丁家派你们来的吗？ 得的剑之道。得的剑之道。
快逃到镜子里，克隆！
魔布斯丁消失了，魔布斯丁。你要来找我了，魔布斯丁。你们是谁？魔布斯丁呢？你能翻开镜子里的真实？空无一物的镜子，才是唯一的镜子。承认，我所感受到的绝望。觉得我破碎的心吗？空无一物的镜子，才是唯一的镜子。 勇气奔向我吗？才是唯一的救赎。一切都是幻影。
Need a cleric. These guys are under geared. Why don't you take me? Like, these fucking Taiwanese players just toxic.
我在誓约之地等你。
竟敢打扰克罗维德大人的美梦！回回西战者，接受审判吧！让这一世之光，就粉身碎骨吧！任何人靠近克罗维德大人！回回西战者，接受审判吧！嘿嘿，这个厨子还真香配啊！任何人靠近克罗维德大人！让这一世之光，就粉身碎骨吧！回回西战者，接受审判吧！
克罗梅德现在从镜子里。
是时候，将爱洒满花园了。
是卡尔陛下带你们来的吗？就在那里，给我看清楚！为首克罗维德的剑之道。
镜子里，可
Very good, very good.
斯丁消失了，罗布斯丁。你又来找我了，罗布斯丁。罗，你们是谁？罗布斯丁呢？你能分辨镜子里的真实吗？
Come on, guys.
空无一物的镜子，才是唯一的救赎。我所感受到的绝望，感觉得到我破碎的心吗？空无一物的镜子，才是唯一的救赎。面对破碎，你还有勇气奔向我吗？我所感受到的绝望。
This is the dungeon.
我破碎的心吗？
What they call Expedition Conquest.
空无一物的镜子，
It's a top tier
才
dungeon.
是唯一的救赎。
Fuck. Where's the mirror? Oh. Yeah, gameplay is really sweet. Yeah, I'll probably be maining Ranger as well on Global. I like the class a lot.
罗梅德，现在从镜子里。
是时候将爱洒满花园了。
Well, it's a lot to explain right now during a boss fight, but you don't necessarily need the gear loot, but what you need from here are what they call Philosopher Stones, which help to add an extra stat line on your existing gear. And you also need Davian board shards. That way you can max out your Davian boards. I'll show you more here in just a moment. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to grind quite a bit. I mean, just like any Eastern style MMO. You know, very vertical progression focused, which I personally like a lot. I know some players don't like it, but... Alright, let me see if I can show you at least one while we're waiting for these guys to get us to the next boss. So, you've got Devanian boards, which give you a ton of stats. You can see all the stats I'm getting from this board. This is one of the first boards that you unlock. Bunch of stat effects, and then also a bunch of skill effects. Okay, so as you progress, you unlock more boards. And the end game boards are these three, or these four, I guess. This is a PvE board, this is a PvP board. These two are farmed from dungeons. These guys got us to the next boss, so let me get through this boss fight and I'll tell you more. Some are PvE and some are PvP exclusive, but otherwise, yeah, you keep the stats always. I'll show you. Oh, I'm failing here.
镜子里的真实。
Get in here. Thank you. That small circle is supposed to be a group soak. I almost wouldn't get it into us. Huh.
觉得我破碎的心吗？空无一物的镜子，才是唯一的救赎。 面对破碎，你还有勇气奔向我吗？
Oh shit. That's not good. Alright. Yeah, the boss mechanics are really active, which I like. You know, and you see there's a lot of active dodging in the game. You have to dodge. It's a little lagged since I'm playing on Taiwan servers at 180 ms, but I've seen players, you know, on standard, you know, native pings, 50, 70, 80 ms, and it's really, really fluid. Alright, so let me show you what I was talking about. So, within Divanian, you've got several different boards here. Okay. When you start the game, you notice right here, this board starts at level 12. Okay. They all work out from the center out and have these, you know, premium nodes throughout, right? So green is worth 2 points, blue is worth 3 points, and these reds require 4 points. Okay, and you can see that, you know, progressively they get stronger, right? So if I show you, for example, this first node, attack bonus, critical hit resist, this one's giving me a skill level on a passive skill. MP, critical hit, keeps going. Another passive skill up. And then here, 2.5% cooldown reduction, global cooldown reduction, right? So if we go to the next board, this one starts at level 20, same type of principle, but the stats are different. You can see this is a damage boost, 5%, slightly different stats throughout. Each board kind of has its own focus. You can see that here. This next board starts at level 30. This next board starts at level 40. Keep in mind that current level cap is 45. Okay. If I go here to board effects, you'll see all the total effects I'm getting, right? So it adds up to a ton of stats. You have to do this. Now, boards 1 through 4, you'll get just as you go through the main quest line. I don't remember. I think there's some nodes that, you know, you can see that I don't have these boards fully completed and haven't really focused on them because you notice they're all MP nodes that I haven't filled out. So you don't need more MP as a ranger. Plenty MP. So now you get into the end game boards here. You'll notice this one, Aerial, starts at level 45. This is PvE focused. Now, what I mean by that is you'll see you get several PvE stats, but you also have some global stats, right? HP, for example, MP, for example. Okay. These are farmed through various sources. These crystals for this board can actually be bought from the auction house as well. So, you know, as other people farm them and decide they want to sell them, maybe they don't need them, or maybe they're just from Akina, they'll go ahead and sell them. Okay. Asfel is the PvP board. Again, starts at level 45. You'll notice I don't have much completed here. This is the hardest board to complete, undoubtedly. The source of these nodes are like very minimal. You can buy them off the auction house, but they're crazy expensive because of how hard they are to get. Okay. Now, the two latest released boards are this one, Marchutin and Ustiel. So, Marchutin, you can see I'm almost done with it. And Ustiel is the latest board that was released this season. I haven't played a whole lot this season until recent weeks. And so you'll see I'm still working on this, right? So, the dungeon that I just did gives you these fragments, okay? So you take these fragments and then you can morph them into the actual crystals that you need to get those nodes on that board. So I've got two options to morph these. I can morph it with, you know, by gambling. I can morph it at a 10% rate. You'll see it only requires 10 fragments to do that. And then some other materials here. I can morph at a 10% rate. Or I can morph at a 100% rate, but it requires 10x. Okay. So just for the sake of showing you, I'll go ahead and take the guarantee one right now. Yeah, a ton of Gamba mechanics. It's crazy. Everywhere in the game. Okay, so I've got this crystal now. I go ahead and consume it. When I consume it, it's going to give me 1 point towards my board. You'll notice up here I have 1 point, you know, available out of 35 total. And then I come in here and spend it. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take an HP node for now because I don't really have anything else I can branch off to that's any better. But my next goal would be get to this attack increase here and this attack increase here. You'll notice these other red nodes are defense increase. Obviously, as a DPS class, not necessarily my priority, but I'll be getting that. Yeah, it's totally insane, right? So now I can refund these when I'm ready. So until I have enough to get the red, I'll just prioritize getting, you know, other, you know, effective stats, right? Accuracy, attack where I can get it, evasion, penetration, etc. So I can refund this at any time and then respend it. But yeah, percents increase is crazy, right? So if you look at my base attack, 988. So 1.5%, right? It's massive. Versus you know, if you find an attack node on here, for example, this node gives me 5 max attack. It's not the same as attack. Most of the attack nodes are just giving you 5, right? So 1.5% is massive. It's giving you like 90, almost 100 attack, right? Once you're geared. No, I'm playing on Taiwan servers. Bricks, I think you were also asking about like other reasons why I'm farming. Okay, so give you some more context. From those dungeons, you get these philosopher stones. Okay. Each piece of your gear gives you what they call soulbind stats. You see this list of stats that I have here. These stats can be re-rolled. Okay, there's a preset of stats that can be re-rolled. You re-roll them at random, either through a reset or through a sync. It's a lot to get into right now as far as how this mech works, but a lot of gamba here as well. A lot of RNG, I guess I should say, not even gamba here. You're just literally rolling stats until you get what you want, right? So I'll show you, for example. So I'm not going to do this because I don't want to roll off these stats because these are perfect stats. But you'll notice if I decide I want to re-roll damage boost here, it shows me what I can roll and the percent probability associated with each one. Now, you can add an additional line item of soulbind stats using these philosopher stones. It requires 2 philosopher stones, 1,000,000 kina, which is no big deal. You get 2 million just from running the high level dungeons. And you can add an additional line where you can get an additional stat. These are big time in optimizing your character. How do they make the game in English? It's in the settings. So if you go into settings, you can even do this in the purple launcher. Go into settings, somewhere here. Language, English. Voice will always be in... oh, they launched English. Voice. Let's do it. Yeah, any other questions, guys? Just, you know, don't hesitate. Throw me a follow. I'll be streaming all the way up through global and also into global. Yeah, I do have a guild. We used to be really active. We're not quite as active anymore. Focus, it's really the best English-speaking guild on my server. We got a ton of members. But everyone's not too social. Everyone kind of just gets on, does their own thing. It's really hard on the Taiwan servers because you've got people in all kinds of time zones, EU time zones, and I'm based in the US, so I'm not always playing at the same time as them. So I've been playing since Taiwan launch. Yeah, a ton of EU players in this game, man. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I mean, had I not invested in Taiwan and been playing it, I would probably just be waiting for global. I mean, you can always check out streamers like myself to get a taste of what the game looks like and give yourself a head start. NCSoft's doing a lot of good things. They just made a huge announcement like 10 hours ago on some changes that they're making. And it's really in a great direction that they're headed. This game has a real chance. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing global. Absolutely, that's what I'm waiting for. This game's really ping dependent, so I gotta get a lower ping. Also play with English speaking players. It's not really fun playing with Chinese speaking players. They really kind of hate on the foreigners. They won't take you in a group unless they absolutely need you or you're totally overgeared. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's some of that. It's, you know, quote unquote foreigners making a bad name for us, I think, as well. It's ping, right? Like, if I were to do everything exactly the same as a Taiwanese ranger geared exactly like me, they would do like 20% more DPS just because of ping. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Ooh, this guy is a baller. He cleared the latest raid. Not many people have done that. Yeah, I use exit lag. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up here. It's lunchtime here in California, so if you want me to follow, I'll be streaming some more. Appreciate you guys.